This is my audience for my informative speech about pharmacy technicians and how they fill prescriptions. Okay, so you pull up to the pharmacy, you hand the pharmacy technician your prescription. They ask if you've been there before, and if you have, then they say, all right, we'll get it ready for you. Come back in an hour. Come back in an hour, and it's not ready. We're all like, why? I gave you one prescription. That's all you had to do is count a couple pills, right? That's what I thought, too, before I became a pharmacy technician. Now that I am a pharmacy technician and I've been doing it for a couple months now, I realize that there are many different steps that you have to go through in order to fill one prescription. There's also many different ways people can call in prescriptions. Doctors, they can call them in. They can send it on the computer. They can send it on the fax. They can send it in many different ways. Then you have people that call in refills. They can call in refills on the computer. They can call you on the phone. Takes time out of your day. Either way, that goes in a line, so your prescription goes in that line too. But I'm going to tell you the process that everything has to go through in order for your prescription to get filled. First thing is, come drop it off at the pharmacy. The pharmacy technician then says, have you been here before? If you have, great, they give you a time, you go on about your day, come back later. If you haven't, you say, okay, well, I need some information from you. Full name, birthday, address, phone number, allergic to any drugs, what drugs they're on at the time, and most importantly, insurance. Their insurance is a big thing. Some people don't have any insurance, and places like Bilo, CVS, Rite Aid, Walgreens, all of them have some free medications that they can get. That helps a lot of people out. So you get all the information, tell them a time, they leave. You then take it to the pharmacist. The pharmacist has to verify it. Sometimes they have to call the doctor and make sure this patient really needs to get this drug because they could be on some other drug that it could have an interaction with. That wouldn't be good. Once the pharmacist has said, yep, it's good, go fill it. Pharmacy technician takes it, puts it on the computer. They have to look up the person, and if the person hasn't been there before, they have to put all their information in. After they put the person in the computer and you got the person up there, you have to put in the drug. Make sure you have the drug. If you don't, you have to order it. And in that case, it won't be ready in that hour that you told the person it would be ready. So you need to give them a call. Then you put their insurance in. Once you got their insurance, you have to make sure you send it through, and you have to make sure the insurance approves it. If they don't, you have to give them a call. Another thing, usually takes up to an hour. If that happens, it's not going to be ready. So you need to call them once again. But for this, let's just say insurance had the drug, everything went great. So then you send it through, everything accepts, prints out. What prints out is a label. First one looks like this, information about the drug and things that could happen. On the top of it, there's a little sticky label that goes on the bottle. Looks like this. It's a white one, has the name, information, how the person's supposed to take it, and has little warning stickers. Can't show you this because it has a patient's information on it, and that would be a HIPAA violation if I did. HIPAA is something that's in the healthcare, and it's privacy for the patient. Make sure none of their information gets out. So, put that on the label. Then you look at this label. There's an NDC on here. NDC is something that is on every drug that is ever sent out from a warehouse. If it's sent out to a pharmacy or a store, it doesn't matter. Any drug bottle or box or anything that's ever sent out has an NDC on it. What you do, you go take this, find the bottle that's on the shelf, make sure it's the right NDC. Then you come to a machine that every pharmacy has. It's a scanning machine. Scan that, has the NDC, then you scan what bottle you think it is, what drug it is. Has a little scanner, scan it. If it's wrong, it'll tell you have to go pick out a new one. If it's right, great, scans it out, you start counting it. Any pharmacy I've ever worked at counts by fives. You can count by ones if you want to. It just speeds up the process if you count by fives. Take it, pour it out, start counting, 5, 10, 15, 20. There's 20. Put it in the bottle, like this. It's done. Counted with the counting spatula and a counting tray. Take the drug bottle, take this, staple this to the bag, and you set all this up for the pharmacist to come check. pharmacist has to come check it because they're the one that went to school for 10 years. They have to make sure that everything's good, ready. Make sure the pharmacy technician put everything in the computer right, from the prescription to the paper. Make sure the drug was right, make sure the patient was right, make sure everything was perfect. Once they check it, then put this in the bag. It goes away to storage or hang it up. Some people put it in boxes. Take the drug, put it back. Make sure you don't want to get anything mixed up. And you clean up your area. Once you've done that, the patient usually comes back, and hopefully it'll be in that time limit that you gave them, right? Hopefully it doesn't always happen. If it does, you get their prescription, you have to ask their name. If it's not them picking it up, okay, you know their address. If they don't, they have to know the address in order to pick it up. Sometimes they call the people. Know the address, you say, great, what's the birthday? They know it? Okay, great, you can sell it to them. You have to make sure you have the right person, you're selling them the right thing. Once you do that, you scan it, you ring it up, everything's great. If it's a controlled substance, you have to count it twice and put your initials on it. Make sure. Tell the person you count it twice, you know the right amounts in there. Also, you have to get their driver's license, and you have to write it down, make sure, you know, who picked it up and everything. They also have to sign a sheet saying who picked it up so you know exactly who picked it up and who you sold it to and that it was sold that day. After that, you're done, and that's the process that pharmacy technicians have to go through to fill a prescription. Thank you.